So when you went to China, what did you discover there that should become a lesson to all of us all over the world?
I have to admit, I went there with quite a bias because this is a respiratory pathogen, and we're not used to seeing these kind of viruses controlled through these traditional, let's say, approaches. And that was the first, big learning from China. But in terms of applying that outside of China, I think the critical things that China did well were, first of all, the population knew what it was looking for. They knew what this disease was. They knew where to go to get tested, and they could be isolated and taken care of very, very quickly. People were part of the solution. They were the surveillance system. You weren't waiting for it to walk into hospitals and infect the hospitals. They had a very well-informed population. Then they had planned the capacity to be able to isolate these cases, and they planned the capacity to be able to find the close contacts, quarantine them, and then take care of them for the 14 days, during which 5 to 10% of them would become cases. And the big takeaways are those. And what worries me always, Matt, is everyone starts with, we can't do what China did. And I said, well, why not? And they said, well, we can't lock down a whole city. And I said, well, China didn't either. I mean, they had thousands and thousands of cities. They locked down a few, where it had really gotten out of control. And they never ever did that again. They only did it in one province, not in the other 30, because they figured out how to respond.